Right, so in today's live stream, we're probably just going to be doing the same thing as we do every Friday with the catch up on me and how I've been doing and stuff. And we'll also get to see a couple of my friends on here. And also, we have a very special guest tonight with us. So, yeah. In other words, time right now is 6:43. Good evening. Thank you for joining me on Carter Scar Productions 2025. Hopefully, my first guest will be along anytime soon. Um, uh, anything is better than doing nothing, I should say. Um, had a little fart moment right there, but everything's all good with me. Um, just been dealing with work and grocery runs, of course, and plus, I pulled a. I did 3 days straight of work for the last 3 days. Between Monday this week, Wednesday, and Thursday, I pulled 3 shifts. It's wicked. I didn't even expect to make the amount of money I made, which I will not go into detail on that. I will not. It's actually getting a little dark in here. I might as well turn on my bedroom light. Okay, that's better. Oh, God. Dang it. Now, as some of you might know, my birthday's in a couple of days. As of Monday next week, on September 29th, is the very day. I'm looking forward to this. And my mother is out in the living room right now. She will be with me on Monday. And don't worry, there's going to be a live stream on Monday as well. I just got to get the right time in to where me and her can get in. And we're going to make this one hell of a ride. But I did mention that we are going to have a guest tonight. He's going to join in around 10 p.m. tonight. Hopefully, I could be on here throughout that time. But in all seriousness, this is going to be fun. We have a guy named Towing by the YouTube channel tag, by the YouTube channel tag name Towing with Ben. Now, Ben is a tow truck driver who lives all the way out in Washington. I think that's where he said he lives. But for what I gather from him, he lives in Washington, and he is actually a tow truck driver. I've actually wanted to have a tow truck driver as one of my guests on my live stream through YouTube. And just think, if I get him in here, this is going to be sweet. So yeah, I'll have Adam Morales Productions in here. I'll have Spotty the Furby, Trackmania Map Productions, and Towing with Ben in here. But yeah, this will be a fun one. Almost lost my head there for a moment there, guys. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Dang. I could also see too if Astro Boy Productions wants to hop in. But yeah, I could just imagine when what it's gonna be like when I wound up getting yeah. Sorry about my mother. Sorry about my mother. She's talking in the other room. She's the one that's gonna be with me on Monday the 29th. Because of how Monday's the 29th and it's my birthday that day. I'm gonna have her coming with me on a live stream like this. But I'm gonna make sure I invite everyone as much as everyone I can, and we're gonna make this the best birthday live stream I've ever had. Because I will admit, even though it was a good one, last year's was a little too mushy or bit crazy because, as I could put it as, because for one, we did have some Wi-Fi network issues here at the time. I don't know if we'll have any now, but also too, I did forget to invite a few people, which to those who I forgot to invite last year, I do deeply apologize. I'm gonna make sure that never happens again. Um, Either way, yeah, this will be a fun one. Actually, do need to go into my Twitch app right now while I can, so excuse me for a minute. Let me mute my Alright, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to do something. Yeah, just ignore my living room TV. My mother's watching the news. Um, but yeah, and also too, Abby is pulling very strong. She's getting close to 158,000 miles. Won't be long before she hits 160K. Yeah, this will be fun. Um, but yeah, there's a. Besides everything I did mention out before, there really is nothing for me to say otherwise. Except though we get to wait to see of who joins first. I'm hoping it's my buddy towing with Ben, or I just call him Ben for short. But I'm hoping it is Ben because it is. If it is him, I'm gonna get this thing going in no time, fly it real fast. So for now, I'm gonna turn off my camera and I'm also gonna mute my microphone until I see him pop in. Alright, guys, I'm back. Very sorry about that. Just checking in, make sure I'm still on here and stuff. I shall, at least right now, while I can, I will sit here and I will just wait for my first guest to join. I'm just going to mute my microphone.
This F-150, as you can see, this one does have.
Adam, what is up, man? I'm doing good, dude. Ooh. Sorry to hear that, man. Huh. I can't deny it too. My week was very busy because I sat there and at least took um, I can't lie too. I was very busy throughout this week because as of Monday and Wednesday were my normal shifts for work, but I took in an extra shift on Thursday. Yes, sir, Adam. Yeah, understandable. Let's go. Honestly, I cannot wait until. Yeah, I. Yeah, I took in an extra shift on Thursday for work. I made a great decent amount of money though. Uh, yeah, it was just a crazy one for me. Yeah, if you want to hop in, Adam, be my guest. Link is in the live chat.
Zach's outside. Wants to show us the lights.
Shoot. Oh, our
I want to scoot by.
Adam, you might have to give me a minute before I let you in. I gotta go see my stepbrother. Alright, I'm back. So, Adam, if you're listening, if you want to hop in, be my guest, man. Like I said before, link is in the live chat.
I was gonna say, go run and unlock the door for him.
Wow, where's he going?
He's coming up.
Well, why did he just start his fusion?
Because he had to put his windows up.
But you do know he has his own keys to the house.
I can't deal with all these cords, Connor.
I gotta sort them. This is ridiculous. Where's this pesky cord? Right. But yeah. Once I get you, Adam, once I get you, Matt, and a few others in here, this is going to be a good one.
Get this. Hey, Daddy. No. Let him be. What?
Just ignore everything out there, guys. Sorry.
Hey, take a wild guess out of the blue who sends me a text message. No. Kayla Patterson.
Yeah, just ignore everything out there, guys. Sorry.
Can you give me a
I'll-
ride to
I'll
Red
mute my
Rock from
microphone
LA,
so
and I'll
this
give
way you don't have to
$5
hear
for
nothing.
gas? Job description. We are seeking a knowledgeable and
yeah.
enthusiastic cannabis bud tender and cashier to join our team. The ideal candidate will
Is
have-
everything okay, Adam?
will have
Why
passion
did you
and a strong commitment to
say
providing
what like that? Was it
As a
something I
bud
said?
tender, you'll be responsible for assisting customers
If
with
it was,
products
man,
that
I swear to
provide
God, I'm
education
sorry. Whatever it was, I did
and
not
various
mean to say it.
strains about various strains of product and ensuring a welcoming atmosphere to the dispensary. Where the fuck is the bud farm?
I don't know, but I want to go. As soon as I find a bud farm, I'm getting bud.
Yeah, hold on, guys. I'm just gonna continue muting and just gonna stay muted until Adam comes in. I always said
Oh, what
motorcycles
you have
were
to do
never
when
the
you get back to
quietest
church?
thing ever. Honestly, that does definitely make a lot more sense, considering how they're motorcycles, they're two-wheeled vehicles. Honestly, I can't deny that. Because, I mean, think of it, cars are mainly four-wheeled, and yet motorcycles are just basically two-wheel converted vehicles. But yeah, you never know what to expect. Um, but yeah, I see that I got one person watching me, and to whoever the person is, hello, and how are you doing? Oh, you are okay, Adam. Oh, thank goodness. You want to come in, man? Links in the live chat. Or you know what? I'll resend it in. I just had to finish my homework. Ah, I see.
Shelby Fallon.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Shelby Fallon?
Hello.
Hello.
Why? She sent your text message.
She said,
Just go, do I know you?
Sorry about that, guys.
you're not related to Nikki?
Yep.
She's friends with Nikki. But they're not related with
Sorry about all the noise and conversations.
I said, do I know you? She
Fire
said,
horn.
yes, it's Shelby, LOL.
I don't know Shelby.
You drank at my house.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. I'm back. Something just happened down the street, but it's okay now. But either way, let's welcome my very first guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Trackmania Matt Productions.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
I'm all right. How are you?
Doing good. Oh, here's Adam.
375 for 12 minutes.
Hey everyone.
Hey, Adam.
Hey Matt.
Hey, man.
I'm doing pretty well. I was just doing some coloring while I was waiting.
All right.
Yeah, so sorry about that. I had to step off for a bit. Something just happened down my street. There was a bit of an accident.
We plugged them into the cigarette lighter.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hope everything's okay.
yeah. Everything should be clear after everything right now, because it was just literally an SUV versus it was either a motorcycle or a scooter that they said it was.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
I know. Right now they have police, fire team, and MOVAC, and paramedics, I should say, down there.
Shut up.
All right.
It's all four.
Yeah, so everything should be clear after that.
All right.
See.
Hey, the 3 out of the 4 of the Musketeers. 'Cause the only person we're technically missing is Rommel Fool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But how have you been, Matt?
I've been all right.
Yeah, I heard you were sick.
Yeah. For like the middle half of September, I was down with a cold, but I'm okay now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ay ay ay.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible, man.
I know.
It wasn't fun, but I'm all right now.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, and it's so sad though too. I wanted to go somewhere on Saturday tomorrow,
Uh-huh.
but I also planned on trying to take my girlfriend with us, and unfortunately, I can't now because my girlfriend wound up getting a very bad respiratory cold.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Zach, really? Dude, don't even bother. Go. Zach, I need
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened. And that she's
Yeah.
sick.
it. I
Yeah,
know.
that's terrible.
He's not worth it. Go. I want to see. You're already shot. Go. Go. I'm on a light, you dummy. Yeah, I know. So then move that to. Then go downstairs. Go downstairs. Dude.
What was that?
No, I'm sorry. My stepbrother's being a bit of a nudge. He's trying to squeeze past me.
Oh,
Oh, that makes sense why.
Yeah, sorry about that.
no worries.
Oh, we got the fire department out there now.
I also want to tell you, Matt, that I sent Connor a birthday gift for him, and let me tell you, he was surprised.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Ooh, Angel's car reviews. Hello. Oh my god. Oh snap.
Oh, look at the comment that he put in after he said hi.
The Nissan company has just redesigned the all-new 2016 Sentra. We're already in the year of 2025, Angel. I think you meant to say 2026, buddy.
Yeah.
Whoops. But yeah, I don't know if you guys even saw it throughout the early part of my live stream, but I will have a special guest coming on at 10 p.m. tonight with me.
Who will that
Okay.
be?
So his YouTube channel tag name is Towing with Ben. His basic name is Ben, but I might have him joining me because he's actually a tow truck driver. This will be my very first time having a tow truck driver that does YouTube on my live stream.
That's cool.
Nice.
Hold on, Zach. Let me get off my bed so you can get through. I gotta step off for a second. I gotta let my stepbrother pass through.
All right.
Hello.
Oh. Hey. Oh, Connor, Angel's car reviews put in the comments saying 2026. My bad. LOL. Laughing, crying face.
Don't worry.
Angel.
So,
It's just a mistake. We
It
all
happens.
make typos.
nothing happened.
Yeah.
For people who haven't heard, on September 10th, that's when I uploaded a birthday video for Madden, and he enjoyed it. Just
And of course, I had to make my own birthday video for Matt.
Yeah, I did see both of those. Thank you, by the way, guys.
Of course.
of course.
None whatsoever.
Angel's car reviews. If you want to come in, be my guest. Link is in the live chat, man.
If the racehorse came home,
Woo! If he pops in, this is gonna be blasting.
they don't know she's going to be able to race on Sunday because she may be dehydrated.
Ooh, this is gonna be sweet. But yeah,
Wow.
like I was trying to say before earlier,
Mhm.
Abby has been pushing through. She's getting close to 158,000 miles.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it won't
That's
be long
good.
before. Yeah, so it won't be long before she hits 160,000 miles.
Call center representative, quality service.
Won't be long. And my stepbrother that you just seen a couple of times in this stream so far, he just got himself a new car.
Oh, cool.
Ooh. Which
Yeah.
car is that?
So he bought it off of my workplace, and it is a 2013 Ford Fusion SE.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Oh, and to all my fans on YouTube, I will let you know right now, I will have a full in-depth tour of my stepbrother's car coming soon. Just so you all know. Also, do you know what's new for today? I have an Instagram account. Oh, so you started using Instagram. Okay, I see you, Angel. Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
Ah.
I got hit with $5. It was an ATM.
For me, on my social media, I really don't use much except I will use Instagram only if I need to get away from a few things, but I don't really use it for any other things. And what's also too is that it's also connected to my Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but unless I really need to get a few away from a few things, I'll just go on Instagram and stuff. But I also mainly just use Facebook and Messenger and YouTube, etc. It's nothing.
All right.
But I am still on the hunt for a car myself. No way! Ben's here! Oh snap, he's here! Oh, I got to bring him in. Here he is.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey Ben.
You know, when you said 6, I didn't ask what time. Because it's 4:40 where I'm at.
Oh wow. But hey, welcome, man.
Yeah, I'm actually just about to finish up my shift. I'm about to drop off 2 vehicles
Oh
at
wow.
the yard.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, nice. So, I think introductions need to be performed. So, Matt, Adam, this is my new friend Ben, the tow truck driver I was just mentioning.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hey,
I'm all right.
we're doing pretty well.
Yep. But so if I could get your opinion from your side of tow truck drivers, Ben, what do you
Sure.
think of being a tow truck driver that you've been so far?
Well, I said it in my live stream when you went to go make your lunch, but this is my favorite job. This is the best job I've had. And I've had a lot of different driving jobs. I worked for Amazon. I worked for an oxygen service.
Ooh.
That was really fun, actually. I wasn't that big truck with all the oxygen tanks in it. I was actually in a van, and I would load the tanks up each morning, something like 300 tanks sometimes.
Ooh.
And the tanks were probably about 3 feet tall
Oh,
and about maybe 6 or 7 inches in diameter. But I'd load them all up in the morning, and then I would go pretty much everywhere. I would have but anyway, that was one of my favorite jobs. And then my next one, I worked for a coffee supply distributor, and I drove a van with them too. And I would go to different coffee shops, cafes, and deliver everything from baked goods to supplies, sometimes to coffee. That was also one of my favorite jobs. This one so far is the best. I mean, I'm practically my own boss, even though I have a boss. You spend a lot of time by yourself driving. And I don't do any highway recoveries. I don't do repossessions or anything like that. So usually everyone's happy to see me when I show up, 99% of the time.
I see.
Yeah. So that makes it better. And then, it's not as lucrative as the other jobs, but I've learned to kind of not care so much about the money. But there is opportunity for sure to make a lot as long as you're advertising, which we really are not that much. And I'm the only driver currently, so it's even better.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I don't have anybody to impress, really.
oh,
My boss lives in Florida. He used to live here, and he was doing it with me, but then he sold his truck and had to move. So I've just been running things on my own for the most part, and I'm pretty
I
limited.
see.
I'm not the business owner and what I can do, but I have been trying to put in a lot of my own time to do a lot of extra things, like doing the YouTube channel. I mean, even though the channel is mine, really I am doing it to help
Yeah.
get some more business if possible, make it easier on me financially, or like I started the Facebook page as well and an Instagram. I recently got on TikTok too. Really late to the game on TikTok. I had no idea there are so many tow truck drivers on TikTok. They're everywhere on TikTok. I had no idea.
Amazing.
So I'm on there now as well.
Most interesting.
But anyway, yeah, no, this is definitely the best job. It's pretty easy to learn. You don't need a CDL, depending on where you live, probably. But here in Washington, you don't need a CDL. I'm driving a medium duty truck, is what they call it. So my gross vehicle weight is 26,000 pounds, which is
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh,
just under, and apparently that's just under the limit to have a CDL here in Washington. So I trained for about 3 days, and then my boss pretty much sent me on my own, and it's been almost 5 years since.
All right.
That's great.
And it is like really repetitive for sure. So if that's something that bothers you, it's probably not going to be for you. If traffic bothers you, you better get over traffic.
Yeah.
I sit in traffic every time I go up north. And by north here, it's basically from the south, like Yelm, Lacey, Olympia area, up to Seattle. So Seattle would be north
Huh.
to us. And anytime you go up north, if it's before noon, you probably get there in like 45 minutes. But if it's afternoon, you're going to be coming back, and it might be an hour and a half, or 2 hours, or 3 hours, because it'll be just bumper to bumper for over an hour.
I mean, hey, whatever works for you, man. That's at least all that matters. Whatever works for you.
Hey guys, I'll be back in I'll be back in a
Look
minute.
at-
I'm not hanging up. I'm just muting.
Okay, Matt.
Okay.
Here's I run into.
Look at the new comment, Connor, in the chat.
Oh yeah, I saw that. But yeah, I'll be honest though, Ben. Like I just tried to tell you in your live stream, I have ever since I started getting into cars, tow trucks, and a bunch of other vehicles, I have technically always wanted to be a tow truck driver.
Oh.
Yeah, because technically right now I'm like I'm working at a car garage right now, just trying to work my way around everything and learn what I need to learn and stuff. I'm slowly moving my way up the ladder.
I
But
know knowing how to put vehicles in neutral, that really helps. As far
Yes,
as being a
it
tow truck
does.
driver.
yes, that is. I mean, yeah. I mean, ever since I started watching your videos, Ben, I really took a liking to your Freightliner. That is one of the most handiest tow trucks I've ever seen.
That's good.
Yeah, his Freightliner is one of the best ones I've ever seen because his basically, for what I had seen, it had no rust. It always ran fine, and yet every time he had to go wait for a car to be ready for him to tow, he always shut his truck off to save gas, and I call that very unique and useful.
You can rinse it out. You know how to do that.
Yeah, well, what happened?
What is what?
I gotta mute my microphone for a second, guys. Hold on a second.
Oh, don't worry, Connor.
It builds up a whole bunch of soot. And when you're idling, it tends to build up more. And I've noticed once I've been shutting off the engine, almost every stop, I don't do it at every single one, but most of them for sure, I'll shut it off
Yeah.
and lock the door. And I've noticed I've saved about 60, I think it's 60 miles when filling up. So I'll end up being able to push my fuel out 60 more miles, just stopping it at every stop for the most part. That's pretty significant of a difference. Because I think at the end of the week, the idle time can be up to like 5 hours or 6 hours if I leave it running at each stop, and that adds up pretty quick, every week. Idling it for 6 hours.
Oh. Interesting.
And I fill up probably, I drive about 300 miles sometimes, almost every day. So I
Oh,
fill up
man.
about,
That's a
yeah, so I fill up about twice a week. And that is about, let's see, right now, today's fuel prices in Washington, that's probably about $300
Yeah.
to fill up. Completely from empty to
Oh.
full. And I've got like a 60-gallon capacity, I believe. It could be. I've gotten pretty empty before, and I think I've been able to get at least 30 gallons on each side. Because I have 2 tanks.
Oh. Hmm.
There are definitely better
Didn't
trucks
know
out
that.
there though. They've got, because it's a rollback, but they also have a rotating rollback now. where you can put your bed out and you can rotate it 90 degrees. Those trucks are pretty awesome.
Ah.
But I'm glad
Alright.
that mine is pretty capable.
All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm back.
Don't
I was
you
just
worry, Connie.
telling him there's a rollback, a rotating rollback. If you've ever seen one of those before,
I think I've
where
seen.
the bed, where the bed can roll out, but you can rotate it 90 degrees.
Oh yeah, I've definitely seen those.
I am glad though that mine is capable enough to do what I do with it.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of trucks at the yard that can't move. As a matter of fact, my boss's truck, which was, I believe it was an F650, he couldn't move his truck with the bed. The hydraulics weren't strong enough.
Ooh.
But with mine, I'm doing it on a regular basis. And there are actually a lot of trucks at the yard that can't do that either.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that mine can.
Oh.
Because it's gotten me out of the mud. I don't know if you saw that video, but I was in a place called Marrowstone Island. It's near Port Townsend, and I got stuck in the mud, I think, for about 3 hours.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got stuck in the mud, and it's funny too because I walked the area. You know, I stomped around in the grass, and I thought, oh, okay, yeah, no, this is totally fine. I can drive in it. And I went to go drive in it, and I buried my wheels like halfway into the ground in the front.
Oh.
And I was stuck. And there was a neighbor who was walking by, and I got a short up too of me getting myself out a little bit. But there was a neighbor walking by, and he's like, people get stuck in that property all the time, and I'm always pulling them out. I'll come back in like a half an hour, and I'll pull you out with my tractor. And I was like, wow, that's awesome.
Oh, that's
cool.
good.
And that's why I was stuck for so long, because he never came back. So it was like, I don't know,
Oh man.
2 hours, 2.5 or so, and I was waiting around, and I was like, okay, what can I do? I've never been stuck in the mud before. You know, what can I do? I can move the truck with the bed, you know, and I tried to move myself out, and it wasn't working out. And eventually I got some boards because I have wood with me, so I can tow like really low riding cars. And so I started putting some wood behind one of the wheels so I can get some of the wheel on to a piece of wood to get myself out. And that's how I got myself out eventually. Was I
Now
just
that's handy.
kept working it. I kept working it onto a
that's
piece
good.
of wood, and eventually I made it.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty decent video. I wasn't recording the entire time, but in the middle of getting myself out, I was like, okay, I better start recording this so I can catch myself doing the rest.
Yeah. She's doing fine, Angel. Abby's pushing through. She's making it so far. Yeah. I just named my mother's next car because we just got ourselves a new car because, long story short, we just lost both of our vehicles because my mother was basically sharing her first one with me. We had a 2008 Suzuki Forenza that I named Lucy, and we had a 2016 Chevy Trax LT that me and my mother named Max, and well, we lost the Suzuki due to the engine being blown, and we lost the Trax due to a very nasty accident.
Yeah, that accident, that was definitely a catastrophe.
Yes, that was.
Nothing more I could say.
Yeah. I mean, it was so tragic. Like Adam said, it was so tragic. A 21-year-old.
That was proceed.
Thanks, Adam. Yeah, thought you would be surprised about this one, Ben. A 21-year-old drunk driver came speeding through my town at 95 miles an hour around 2:42 a.m. in the ding-dang morning here in my area. And he smacked the rear end of my mom's SUV super freaking hard to where he ripped out. Go ahead, Adam.
Oh, no, you go ahead. I'll wait for you to finish.
Thanks. But like I said, though, like I was just going to say, though, he ripped out half of the back bumper, the rear axle, and the rear wheel. He totaled our SUV. Yeah. I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but I do have a few pictures from the accident saved in my phone.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
That was the most tragic accident we ever had to fight through. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that because I know you tried.
It's a good thing she was wearing her seatbelt.
No, we were not in the car when it happened.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
that's hard.
Yeah, that was a good thing. And in the morning, the worst time it happened.
Yeah, because I had to go to work that Monday when it happened. It was
I'll tell you, it doesn't take a whole lot to total a vehicle today. At least in Washington, it doesn't.
Yeah, well, I find it so funny, though. I sleep in the front of the house, and yet my mother sleeps in the back. And yet me and her did not hear nothing. We didn't hear the crash. We didn't hear nothing.
You didn't hear nothing?
Nothing at all, Adam. We were both completely knocked out.
I think you both must have been so tired that nothing was gonna wake you up. And I think that could explain why you and your mom didn't hear the whole crash.
Yeah, and what made it, and like I said, what made it so worse, though, is that it was June 23rd that day, this year of 2025, and yet it was a Monday, and I had to go to work that Monday. That was the worst mistake ever.
It wasn't a mistake, Connor. It's just something that happens.
I mean,
True.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll consider it this way though right now, Adam, because think of it though, I did have to go to work that Monday, which I will consider that a mistake though, because that drunk driver really did me in, because I had to go to work that day, and without a car, I would not have been able to get out to work.
Yeah, it's not when you get so drunk, you would get so it makes you act all crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you're
he was pickled according to what my mother said. He was pickled, like he was literally drunk.
Well, the only reason people get drunk is to go unconscious.
Yeah, well, what's really funny, though, too, is that he was coming back from a bar around 2 a.m. because the bars usually close at 2 a.m. down here. So that part really did not surprise me, though. The whole accident surprised me, but nothing really else at this point.
Yeah, because just when it happened and how it all unraveled, that's just ding surprising.
And what I found so tragic, though, was that he pushed our SUV halfway up onto the sidewalk. She was dangling.
Goodness, that's pretty far.
Not dangling, excuse me. Crooked. That's the word. Crooked.
Yeah, and by she you mean the car.
Yeah, I figured because you just grabbed your phone. That'll be a bit of an action shot. Seeing you unload a car.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that would be a bit of an action shot.
Lose the Connor stand over here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure my fans would
I just
love
got to the yard, actually.
Yeah. What I find double crazy though was when I found out about the car being in the accident. I realized I had to take that Monday off until I was able to until Tuesday, the day after the accident. Because how it all was that I had to sit there and waste my whole Monday without a day of work, and I had to go in on Tuesday and Wednesday because I work 2 days a week at the moment.
Oh,
Is that? Oh, that's your yard. Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, it's not mine, but yeah, this is IAA. So, but this is what I just brought from Kent.
Holy mackerel. A Chevy van.
Yeah, it's a Chevy Express 2500.
And a Subaru Crosstrek?
oh,
Yep, Subaru Crosstrek. And I'm towing the Crosstrek on 2 wheels.
What happened to those two?
And the only way I can do that, by the way, is I've got it disconnected under here. See, and I've got a ratchet strap.
Ratchet straps.
Yeah. That's one of my retractable ratchet straps. So that's handy.
oh!
Yeah.
Look at
But-
what Angel's car reviews put out, Connor.
Yeah.
But no,
That's
actually,
good. I'm very glad that Abby's
this
doing
one-
that.
Both of these, I'm pretty sure, are, let's see, one's going to standard remarketing, and the other one's Others First, Cars Helping Veterans. So the Chevy van is a donation, and so is the Subaru.
Ooh. Interesting.
That's cool.
The Chevy's been sitting around for about 3 years, though, so it's got wasps under the hood, and it's got them behind the doors where the hinges are, and it's got them behind the side mirrors.
Ooh. Bees. Ooh.
Yeah,
You got
so it's in neutral. So it's in neutral right now. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it picking it up.
Yeah, that is,
And actually, I did get that on camera as well because I'm recording. I'm recording today.
yeah. Does
But,
make a lot of sense.
I just seen you looking over here.
What I did notice was one thing I did notice too was that in one of your videos you did mention that you had to pick up a Suzuki, and when I realized it was like one of those motorcycle scooters, I did not see that coming. I thought you meant by like an actual car, like if it was the Forenza or the one of the other ones.
Yeah. Yep. Sometimes, well, there was one where I was picking up a Kawasaki, and I thought that was a motorcycle, and it wasn't. It ended up being one of those recreational vehicles that are like the Razors. So it was one of those 4-wheel drive. It looked like a go-kart, basically a 4x4 go-kart
That makes sense.
or a golf cart. Sorry, but
Sure.
where am I dropping off here? Okay.
Ooh, Angel just put in a new comment. He goes, "Hey Connor, 3 months ago, I was talking to my uncle that your mom was okay after Max had an accident. He was also devastated when it happened." Ah, yeah. Honestly, me and my mother are fine, like I said, but unfortunately, Max is not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's stuff like that happens, Connor. You know.
Yeah. I just did not expect both of them to go so soon because also too, I also had plans for Lucy. I was gonna turn her into my project car, and yet now I'm screwed.
Project car? What do you mean by project car, Connor?
Well, because I was gonna upgrade her a bit, put a new radio system in, and put some new hubcaps on her, detail her, wash her, sort of something like that.
Sure, yeah, you're gonna
Oh,
improve it.
that's
Yeah. But I was really not even expecting all of that when it happened.
well, Connor. Cars eventually have to finish stuff like that because it's just
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. I mean, what really got me going to was the whole ideal of how many miles Lucy had on her before her part of the automotive life came to an end. She only had about 123,000 miles left on her odometer.
Oh,
Yeah, and I would have been able to continue that if we had not lost her due to the engine being blown.
I forgot my camera.
Zach, shut up. Sorry about that.
what is it from? Is it your stepbrother again?
I'll be back.
Yeah, he almost started out. He just started in again.
Oh, look, Angel's car. He said, "Yep." And also, people in Florida drive very slow, which I don't like heavy traffic.
Oh, heavy traffic is no fun, especially if you're up here too. Sometimes we'll either get like what is like either fast traffic or slow traffic. Yeah.
Yeah, traffic is. First, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I see. What was I just gonna say?
Sorry, Connor. I have a bad problem of interrupting you.
Yeah, I got the issue too. Anyways, while we wait for Ben to come back into his truck while he's unloading those two vehicles, Angel, why don't you come on in and hop in with us, man? I told you before, just so you know at least, link is in the live chat. You're more than welcome to hop in, partner. What the? Speaking of traffic, the Honda Prelude is back this year for 2026. The Honda Prelude. Oh, that two-door sports coupe. I remember that car now. Oh my god, for a second there I thought he was talking about the Honda Prologue. I hate that car. That is one of Honda's new EVs. Yeah, not a good suggestion for choosing a car.
Yeah.
I hate the Honda Prologue.
All right. Suggestion kept. Proceed.
Thank you. But either way, to all of the people out there who like the Honda Prologue, I'm sorry, but I have to say this. But the Honda Prologue is one of the worst EVs I've ever seen, though, because, I mean, of course, the one thing that mainly frustrates me about it is what powers it. Like, who just makes a car that you would just make it run on a battery and not anything else? Like, what on earth? Because, I mean, at a certain time, if you were to, like, if you wanted getting into a wreck or something else, one way or another, your battery could easily explode. And I don't really think that's something people want when.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've been doing a bit of research on those Honda Prologues, and this goes out to everyone that specifically owns an EV vehicle. Anything like that happens, if you lose your battery due to the explosion of it and your car with it, you would be absolutely screwed.
But I was, Connor, with those disadvantages of that type of car, I was gonna say, when I'm gonna pick up a car, I'll keep those things in mind when I'm picking one to not go for that type of car.
Yeah, because I mean, for me, I'll probably stick with a gasoline car and a diesel. I don't care which one I go for. It's just as long as it's either gasoline powered or dieselized powered, I don't care. Either one is good as my word. Because I would never once in my life ever buy an EV. I hate those things.
What the hell are you watching?
I mean, if I do recall, I do know that in one of his videos, Ben did have to pick up a I think it was an EV car that he had to pick up. Was it, Ben?
Yeah, I picked up a few of those.
Which ones did you pick up?
Let's see, I picked up a Mach E
Ooh,
Mustang. That was one of my first videos, actually. I picked up some Teslas as well.
oh boy.
What else was there? There was a Chevy Bolt, or Chevy Volt, I think is what it's called. A couple of other electric vehicles. Oh, a GMC Denali. It was a brand new truck. That was probably the one that you might be talking about. Yeah, that was a 2025 GMC Denali. It was all electric. It only had under 500 miles on it, and it wouldn't start. It had a full battery, but it wouldn't start. It would turn on, but it wouldn't quote unquote start. So you couldn't shift it out of park. E-brake was stuck on, and it was on an incline driveway, about that much of an incline. And there were 3 other tow truck drivers before me that said they weren't going to touch it. And when I got there, I was kind of like, well, I just want to see what happens. I want to see if I could do it. Why not? And because the guy was like, it's been towed before like this. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he said, but the last guy used tow dollies for it. And I didn't want to do that on the incline just because, I mean, if I were a wrecker, that would be a totally different story. But me being in a flatbed and with the incline being like this, my truck would be over it, kind of like this, and dropping my wheel lift down. And then once I come up here, the whole thing would end up going like this, once I got up off the hill. So I just didn't want to risk it. Too many liabilities involved. The worst case scenario was my winch line breaks and it barely slides backwards, And I'm like, okay, that's not a big deal. If my winch line breaks, of course, it can fling back and hit somebody or hit something, if they're in the way. That's dangerous. But it was still less risky than putting a pair of wheels under the rear end, pulling it up the driveway, and then risking that all going messed up and it rolling back into the house. And I didn't want to risk that.
I don't think anyone wants to risk that at this point. And I mean, I will admit, too, I have a friend of mine as well who is a tow truck driver just like you, Ben. He lives all the way down in Texas. I think you might recognize him. Dustin.
Oh, is that tow truck Dustin?
Yeah, Dustin.
Yeah. Cool.
I know he's picked up a few EVs. He's picked up a few Teslas, a few Hummers. I also do know he also did pick up a few like every like once in a blue moon, he would pick up a General Motors EV, and
Yeah,
God knows for sure those ones are a real pain in the keister.
I bet.
Oh snap! We just lost Track Media Matt. Oh
Oh.
crud!
Couldn't look at the private chat.
Oh, he just commented in the private chat.
I gotta dip. Have some stuff to take care of before I go to sleep.
Back at her by having plans of
Oh, my PPO didn't turn on. Weird.
in reality.
Okay, Matt. Take care, man.
Like 2.5 days ago. Around her plans.
But yeah, after what I had seen that Dustin had to go through in order to get those EVs towed,
Yeah.
that was a real pain in the keister.
Work around hers. She goes, well, I got things to do.
I had never seen him fight with those EVs before. That was a real,
I'm not doing that.
what's the word I'm looking for?
And these cars are too close together over here.
I'm leaving now.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I mean, the EVs are such a real pain in the keister to even tow either way. Unless they actually have power and that they're able to start and stuff,
Right.
you would have so
That's
much trouble getting them to move.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are some that have, the tow mode and whatever, but yeah, they are a pain in the butt either way.
Yeah.
I mean, even with the tow mode, you got to kind of figure out, what it is, and it's not the same on every vehicle. Like the Teslas, you can find it in the menu on their little iPad looking thing, in the center console, but yeah, it's definitely not ideal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I also got to look at it this way too, the way I had seen it. When it comes to like towing an EV vehicle, the main focus is you got to try to keep the e-brake off, because if you let that slide and the wheels get locked up, you would wind up in some serious trouble.
No, it's too late for you. You don't do it. You don't have guy friends.
Because I mean, imagine like what's the word I'm looking for? Imagine if like I know you're not gonna have one after you get done unloading this Chevy van, but let's say if you got called out for another tow, and if it was for a General Motors EV, just like the Teslas, you got to try to keep the e-brake off, otherwise your wheels are going to lock up and you're going to be pretty much stuck with trying to like stay in the vehicle, try to keep the e-brake off.
Yeah, luckily my truck is strong enough to pull those up anyway.
That's good, because I mean,
Yeah.
it all depends on how strong the tow cables are, unless you have to think smarter than that or think more logically, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right now, you see how I'm not close enough here to that vehicle back there?
Yeah.
So I'm having to move, so I'm moving my truck backwards by lifting the bed up here.
I
Scoot my bed, scoot my truck backwards here, see?
Now that's impressive.
And then I'll lift the bed up in the back, and then I can scoot the whole thing backwards.
That's amazing.
It's a little trick. Once you learn how to do it, it's like second nature.
Yeah. I mean, I've just, honestly, out of all the vehicles I had seen you tow,
There we go.
one of my favorite ones that I ever saw you pick up was a Chevy Avalanche.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I seen you pick up a few of those.
Not too many, actually. I think I've only picked up 2.
2 Chevy
yeah. Now you can
Avalanches?
see, here's the bees.
Wow.
Right
That's
there behind the door. So luckily, after an hour and a half of driving, there may not be any left in there. They may have flown out. It looks pretty quiet so far, but I'm not going to stick around too long.
That is true.
Oh,
But I know they're also behind the mirrors.
Oh yeah.
And then they're also right here. Where is it? Can I see it? I don't want to stick my face too close here, but yeah, right there. I don't know if you can see it right under the hood there. There's a nest in there.
Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah. No thanks. It's been a long time since I've been stung or bit, by any of those. So
I've never gotten stung by a bee before. I mean,
that's good.
I've been bitten by mosquitoes and horseflies, but other than that, I've never gotten stung by a bee.
Oh, he's already had it.
Yeah, I also did notice too in one of your videos, because you had to pick up a Dodge Ram and a Hyundai Sonata. That what happened to that Dodge Ram? The wheels look like they were kicked out different ways. Was the bolt busted?
What color was that Ram? Was that gray or a brown? I mean,
I think it was brown. I want to say it was like a lightish brown. I want to say.
Did it have a headache rack on it?
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can pull it up through my TV, because I do. Thankfully, I do have YouTube on my TV as well. So, let me see.
That's where I watch most of my YouTube.
Yeah. Oh crud! I just lost Adam. Crud. Let me see. Where is your thing?
I can't stand her.
But yeah, while I find that, I will admit though, out of all the vehicles that I had seen you tow, the Chevy Avalanche was one of the best ones I had ever seen you tow.
Oh, cool. So you just like Chevy Avalanches then, huh?
Yes, I do. I'm a big Chevy person, and the Chevy Avalanche is definitely one of my favorite vehicles.
Yeah, I like the Chevy Avalanche myself. I mean, especially the one that I towed, because I remember towing one, and it was in great condition.
Yeah.
I think if I remember right, it was almost perfect. Started right up. But I don't remember what particularly was wrong with it.
Yeah. I think I found the video. It said the title of it says a Ram 2500 and a Sonata for IAA. Wow. The wheel was like right out of place. It was like crooked and broken, I guess, and the whole front end was like smashed. I think it was that one.
Oh, there we go. Stream went out for a second, but yeah, is that tan?
Yeah, it is tan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So apparently that guy, he fell asleep or nodded off or something, and he drove right into one of those construction signs, one of the electronic signs that are on a on those small little trailer, that they can tow around and set up on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, he drove right into one and then into a ditch after that.
Ooh.
So the whole if I remember right, the drive line, it didn't look disconnected, but it definitely was disconnected. Oh, you know what's funny? I left my light bar back there. That's okay though. I'm just gonna walk back there and grab it, but I'm gonna get out of the gate first here, so I don't have to be the one that is responsible for closing it. Because basically, if you're the last driver out of here, you gotta lock the gate after 5 p.m. And it's after 5 p.m. here.
Yeah, that is true.
That was
if I remember correctly from one of your other videos,
Yeah.
you towed a 1987 Chevy El Camino.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful cars.
Yeah, I remember I towed one that was in really good condition.
She was beautiful.
Yeah, that was a private tow. That was nice because the guy, of course, let me record and didn't have a problem, with that.
Yeah.
So actually, I think I've only had one person have an issue.
and he thinks he's all that in a big fucking chips.
Oh wow. Yeah, sorry about the noise back there. That's my mother and my stepbrother.
But I don't want it. That's why no one's trying.
That's Steve.
You still there, Ben?
See, I
Yes, sir.
Oh, there you are.
taste.
Must have.
Yeah, I'm the stream it disconnects if I go outside of the window.
Oh dear.
But I noticed that if I just open my phone so that I can see all my open windows, I can still view the other one enough to write down a couple numbers that I needed to write down.
Yeah, makes more sense either way.
Yeah. Turn the paperwork in, and then I'll grab my light bar, and then I can finally get the heck out of here.
Yeah. At least you'll be able to get home and get some rest and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I need the work, so it doesn't, bother me if I'm out
He looks a lot like
for a while. But I live in Yelm, and from here to Yelm, when there's traffic, it's about an hour. When there isn't any traffic, it's like 35 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a huge difference.
Yeah, according to what I had seen too, you also had to tow a Dodge Hornet due to a flat tire.
Yeah. Yeah, that was that Dodge Hornet. It was at a place called what was that? Rainier. Mount Rainier. But it was just before Mount Rainier, so it was at like an entrance to Rainier, because now they didn't used to have it there, but now they require people to pay and have some kind of a Discover pass to get in, and it has to be appointed, so you have to also let them know ahead of time that you're coming in. I guess that's to keep all the people out who are interested in creating shenanigans there.
I see.
But it used to be free. But yeah, no, they hit a rock. Likely anyway. They said they don't know what they hit. And then all of a sudden their tire just blew out. And they were going right through the entrance when it happened. So they were probably only going like 5 miles an hour before it happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Nice folks too. They weren't even from here. One was from Chicago and the other one was from Michigan. They were both best friends. And so they just flew together and met up in Washington just to go to Mount Rainier. And that was their first day in Washington. And I don't know if they ended up going to Mount Rainier or not. But after that, they weren't sure what they were going to do. Because they didn't want to go back up there and risk, that happening again.
I see.
Nice folks, though.
Yeah.
I mean, almost, probably about 99% of the people I deal with are pretty nice.
Say that he's married.
So it's on the rare occasion I get somebody that has a big issue with themselves, really, but they try to take it out on me, and it doesn't mean anything to me. It's not, I can't take it personal, so.
Nah.
They just freak out in front of me, and I just look at them like, wow, they're really freaking out over here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty neat looking rig.
Ooh, Chevy Suburban. That's not bad.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The same thickness.
Hey, there's a Raider. I saw someone bring that in yesterday.
Oh yeah. I've seen
I've
a
never
few
seen one of those. This is the first one I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, oh dang it, what was I just gonna say? Oh, what's my battery at on my laptop? Oh dear. 39. Oh crap. I might have to plug it in. Whoops.
There's my light bar.
There it is.
And you don't want to leave it here, especially not on this side of IAA because they don't have any cameras here.
Yeah, no,
And
not.
I've had somebody steal it before, so I never got that one back. And these are like all, they're like $300.
Oh wow.
So you don't want to lose yours.
Your tow bar light.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, oh my god, what was I just gonna say?
This guy's got a camper on the back of his truck.
Oh wow. We actually we've actually had a few interesting cars come in as tows at my workplace, and funnily enough, we actually got one in that was very interesting. Supposedly this one will not start according to what my tow truck driver says. Apparently will not start. May have something to do with the gas tank or the fuel pump. Either way,
Yeah.
the damn thing will not start. It was a if I can remember what it was a Nissan Murano.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
At least I'm not surprised by that.
I'm not surprised about it I'm not surprised about it myself either way either.
Yeah.
Because of how General Motors has now been famous for having a fuel pump module issue, and they haven't fixed it in their new trucks yet, and yet because like it's just like this, they every time someone buys a new truck from GM, a GM dealership,
Yep.
they just sit there and work up the mileage on the truck, and then out of nowhere, bam, there goes your fuel pump module. So they get it towed back to the GM dealership. They take out the one that went busted, and they throw in a new one that'll do the same thing, another few more miles.
Is it actually a new one though? Or is it the recalled version of it?
Oh, I see what you did there. That was a good one. But,
Yeah, because I know. I think Dustin's talked about them too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I come across them all the time where people are just stranded, brand new GM trucks, brand new GMC, and it's the same deal. Sometimes you can unplug them and plug them back in.
See now, that's what the funny issue was, is that so far, according to what I had seen, they had not been affecting the bigger trucks and the SUVs up until they started affecting the mid-sized trucks, like the 1500s, for example. And then they started affecting the big trucks, like the Duramax ones, and the they also started affecting the SUVs after that. That was not a fun move. Fun. All right, let's see. 38%. I cannot keep my laptop running. I gotta plug it in. What's so funny?
My wife's wondering where the live stream is.
Oh,
She's like, where is that? She's like, where are you?
should have told her it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a really nice Freightliner tow truck. If I get myself into tow truck driving, I'm definitely grabbing myself one of those.
Yeah, I think I don't know for sure, but I have heard there are a lot of issues with the engines. But no, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm at 180,000 miles now, 180 something thousand on this. And I guess because of how well I treat it, I don't need a new turbo yet, which is uncommon. And I don't need a new EGR cooler, which is also pretty uncommon, apparently. They tried to get, I don't want to say who they are, but there was a shop that tried to, they wanted like $7,500 for a brand new turbo, brand new EGR cooler, EGR valve, a bunch of stuff. And then when I picked up my truck from that place, because of course we said no, we couldn't do it. I had a cracked radiator tube on the top of my radiator. It was cracked. And so when I went out the next morning, I lost like 3 gallons of coolant. And the engine, to protect itself, was like, turn off, stop the engine. And it shut off on its own to protect itself, which is good. But yeah, that's when I noticed the crack, and I was stranded all of a sudden, like 10 minutes away from my house because of it. But luckily, I did a little fix. I had some high temp epoxy, like 500 degrees, and I stuck some of that in there in the crack with a piece of cardboard, which wasn't my idea. The cardboard wasn't my idea. That was my friend John's, he owns Wilson Automotive, and that was his idea. He came over right away. He was like, "Where's your truck at?" And as soon as I told him where my truck was, he was there in like 10 minutes. He just dropped whatever he was doing and figure it out with me, and took it back to his shop. We put a piece of I have some of it in a video on the channel, actually. I think it's titled something like, picked my truck up from the shop and it broke down, or had a radiator leak or something. And I show it there, but yeah, we put a piece of exhaust pipe in there. Because there's a tube that sticks out of the radiator, probably about that far maybe, and it had a crack in it, probably about that long. And that's where all the fluid was spraying out everywhere. So we just put a piece of exhaust pipe over the end of it, and then stretched out the radiator hose and stuck that over it with some of that epoxy resin, and it's been perfect since. So don't need a new radiator and don't need a new hose. That's great.
Yeah. I mean, I can't deny it too. I honestly still recall one of the times when my mother and I were owning the Suzuki before we got the Chevy Trax. Yeah, that was a bad time for us, one of the times at least, because the Suzuki broke down one day because of how I live in a village at the moment. I'm in Herkimer County and stuff because I'm in the town of Mohawk, which is practically a village. I have a very nasty hill incline that my Suzuki never liked, and it was a hard one for my car because thanks to that hill, little did me and my mother know before I go on, little did me and my mother know about this, but my alternator that was in my Suzuki before the new one was at least like about 2 years old, I want to say, or no, 3 years old, and thanks to that hill, my alternator blew, and on the hill. Yeah, the hill killed my car. Literally, it literally killed my car.
Was that a manual or was that an automatic?
Oh, according to what I was recalling, because of how old the alternator was, I had a very bad feeling it was going to go at it soon. Because judging by what I was noticing, the car's dashboard lit up like a Christmas tree, and the car slowly but surely started to die on me and my mother. So we coasted down the hill until we got to the bottom, where we pulled over, shut her off, and gave her a minute. We went to go start her back up, and what do you know? Dead battery. So, so we called a family member of mine to come and jump us. We got her going, and we got to a intersection, and we took a right because our house was on a right. So we took a right, and we started pulling up in front of our house, and she instantly just died right on us again, and we just coasted over towards my house, and we did not even stop until we reached the front of it. I was like, what on earth? Tell me she did not just die on us again. Yeah. And that's when my mother tried her again. She's like, yep, she died on us. So, of course, we had to get her towed up to my workplace. And once we found out how much the alternator was going to cost, that really just blew our minds.
Yep.
Honestly, though, like I just said, not exactly something we had in mind, but it happened either way. I think you and I think I better let us go because my computer is about to die yet. But I appreciate you so much of joining in, Ben. If you ever see more of my live streams come up, you're more than welcome to hop in, man.
Sure, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. But to all my fans, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe towards my channel and towards my new friend Ben's channel. And make sure you all click that like button. I will see you all in my next video. And of course, before I go, big shout out to Ben here for joining our live. He's my new friend, of course, and yep, and he will definitely always be my friend until the very end, never nonstop.
Well, I'm friends with everybody. You know, I'm not one to typically burn bridges. So
Yeah,
I can't take things personal anyway. So even if
yeah,
say something I disagree with, that wouldn't bother me a bit.
Yeah, that is true. But anyways, yep. But I appreciate you joining, Ben. Thank you so much, man.
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Yep. Thank you all, guys, for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Cheers.
Bye.